Man, everything was working just fine until it wasn't. And now I'm like, but why? That's also kind of why I hopped on Oreo to make sure that he didn't wander off while I was touching the stream settings, making sure everything was all up and ready to go for next time. Are you still slow when you break stuff while on the thingy? Oh, what? There's no, I thought when you were on a horse, just like if you were not standing on a full block, it takes longer to chop stuff down. When I said bye, see you later, Dukoski, I wasn't talking about bye to the whole stream. Yeah, this one came out of nowhere. Sometimes I see the drop in upload speed and I'm like, oh boy, the bitrate monster is here. This one was just, nope. Yesterday went fine. Everything was fine for the entire duration of the stream. And then today it's time to cut your stream in half. Alright, let's think. How about we go here? That's part of the reason why I can't figure out what exactly the problem is. Because there's no consistency. At least I'm streaming in 60 FPS again with a much higher bitrate. Even a higher bitrate than what I was previously at. Because at one point, it used to be 9,000 kilobits a second for 1080p 60 FPS streaming. That's what I used to do back in the early parts of UMP. Then after I redid all the stream settings within the past couple of years, within the past, when was that? When did I redo everything? I think it was last year. I went through all my OBS settings, tried again, and one of the changes I made was bumping it up to 10,000 kilobits. So that was slightly better. And now after going through everything once more, now we use 12,000 for 1080p at 60. So ideally, plus I'm using H.265 instead of H.264 for the video codec, which is a much better compression system. So ideally, the streams are clearer now than they were 3 years ago. Or even 5 years ago, because UMP turned 5. And I had no plan until 5 days before. How many people even eat golden apples regularly? Because I know you can find the notch apples, since you can't craft those anymore. So I think to myself, do people even eat the regular golden apples? How many people are in, oh boy, I almost lost this axe, let's not do that. How many people are even in dangerous situations these days? Isn't full netherite armor supposed to protect against everything since, you know, they kicked out diamond just for that? For being top of the food chain. I already have one team tree in headquarters. There can only be one headquarters. But I can make outposts, which I want to make another outpost on here. For as much as I like apples, I don't eat them all too often. I tend to eat more melons. We're talking watermelon, cantaloupe, and honeydew. Pineapple is not a melon, but I eat that sometimes as well. We buy these fruit trays at Stater Brothers. That's where they come from. That was bothering me. I was looking at that yesterday. It was bothering me. I really thought Enderman moved it. And then I remembered, wait, Enderman can't pick up stone anymore. I think. Oh, come on. Come on, Oreo, I believe in you. To think that I need full jump just for Oreo to scale 2 blocks. Oops, not again. Yawn, I say. As if it's been a long day. Not particularly, but it's been a long morning. Lots of activity in the Council of Farlanders Discord server today. Now let's catch some Z's, reset the weather timer, then we're going to head back to the area, pick up any more saplings that might have fallen. Since hopefully the trees have decayed, except I don't know what the simulation distance is, if it's any shorter than render distance. I guess I can verify by looking out, because that's right at the edge there. So as long as I see those trees disappearing, then I know it's within simulation distance. But first, let's head down there and verify. Come on, Ariel, let's go. Said Mario. It's not entirely true, he says, let's go. Autosave, activate. Well, I was right about the saplings at least. There were several more for me to collect. Look at all this furnace fuel. Eating only cookies? Oh boy. Question again, what's the cookie recipe? It's cocoa beans and... Was it 2 cocoa beans and 1 wheat? Because if that's all the recipe requires, I'm realizing that's a lot easier nowadays with the cocoa bean farm that you can make in 1.3 and later. Come on. Yeah, I should probably make a staircase or something. Or you know what I could do? I could build a bridge from there going off to here. It gives you 8. But doesn't each cookie only give you 1 hunger point back? And like, no saturation? Alrighty, so we did what we needed. We've got the wood. Party potato. Two halves is 1 full point. Alrighty. There was a challenge, not really a challenge, on my to-do list for beta 1.8. One of the things I put on there was create a stack of cookies. I didn't realize that it was much easier to make a stack of cookies than I thought. People say drumsticks. That's a term I've heard before for the hunger bars. Let's just toss this real fast. Oh, that's right. I ran out of stairs. Oops. Came down there looking for more stairs, only to find out I didn't have any more. I'll take that, thank you. Alright, how's this pathway looking? It's getting there. Feel like, do I need to smooth this out a little more? Well, I don't have any dirt, so I guess not now. Oh wait, I'm gonna need more dirt because I need to bring this together. Oops. Because I dug this up, because we're gonna boop boop. And I dig that up, because we're gonna go boop boop. And then una mas, boop troop. Bring that over away with the torch, since I don't want to have torches on the thingy. You know what, maybe I should move this down by one. We'll build it up here, since this is kind of the natural area. We're gonna have to fill all this in now. We'll come back with dirt. Ta-da! Now we have the pathway. Although these torches are a little close together. Is that symmetrical? No, it's not. Let's make this symmetrical. Let's just not look at the torch on top of the cobblestone, though. Oops. Oh, that's right, I can start getting rid of all this. Hooray! Do you still have the same amount of classes that you did last semester? Oh wait, I can't get up there anymore. Doink. At least we're making good progress with the grass spreading. Oh, in fact, ta-da! There we go. I'll walk right into the trapdoors. Oops. Oh, no, let's not do that. There we go. So now with this dirt, I can start filling this in. Alright, we're getting there. But I still want to fill some of this in. That's a very steep drop. Where are these animals coming from that are outside of the pen? I really thought I'd cleaned them all up that were in the area. I wonder. Oh, well, anyways, I came here for dirt, except I don't keep dirt up here anymore. The compulsive terrain smoothing doesn't stop. That's why it's compulsive. I'll take that, I don't need too much. Famous last words. In fact, while we're here, isn't it nice how organized that chest is? That's fine now until I really start filling it up. Oh, you know what? I should say I have a new plan. I just thought of this. Stone andesite, if I remember how it's spelled. Do people ever build with diorite and granite? I think to myself, how often? Andesite, I think, is the only one who gets a lot of love because it's another gray variant. This is going to help me free up even more slots. These are all stone variants, so they belong together. My one semester of IT class ended at, I think, 10 p.m. That wasn't fun. That's bedtime. Alright, so we've got stone. We'll probably just stockpile these 3 down here. To think that just a few chests down here of different blocks really help sort the upstairs chests. Now they're far cleaner. Hooray, hooray. Alright, so let's take a look-see at this. So bring all that together. Bring all this together. Slide over. Slide this over as well. Do I do one more? I think I will do uno mas, said the Juicy Trop Pop commercials. There we go. Remember when I said 53 should be enough? I kind of want a little more. Yeah. Don't worry, not too much, I hope. I feel a sneeze coming. Oi. I'm all good now. Probably. Just a minor sneeze attack. Alright, are we a little more? Unfortunately, muting and unmuting the microphone requires touching the button. And unfortunately, I want to say touching the button to mute and unmute also causes the problem. Which is why I try to avoid muting the microphone. Oi. Alright, I think we're good. Once this turns to grass, it'll look a little cleaner. Otherwise, ever so slowly, this mountain is being much more traversable. OBS says that the audio level peaks. It goes straight to the red whenever I touch the unmute button. Which, that's not cool. But of course, I can't hear it, so I don't know how loud it is. Boo. Wait, Oreo, how'd you escape? Hold on. Oreo can climb the carpet. I did not realize that. That's okay. I'll just leave a probability. Hope that probability is on my side and that Oreo does not escape again. Yeah, where are these animals coming from? Why are they popping out? I'm not familiar with Orioro. Alrighty, I need toss all. Oh wait, hold on. This is food. This is sapling. This is food. Yeah, all of this needs to go down below. Except for that potato, since we need a potato farm. But I realize I'm really not getting very far on this world. Enchanting is taking its sweet time because the amount of leather I need. In fact, it's probably going to be time for the cows to have some fun once I get the wheat going. And once I remember that my area for storage is not down here. Maybe I should just make a back door. Have another tunnel that goes from here, like this corner, and it goes down that way. Mojang will never add branded items to Minecraft. I'm waiting for the day they add salt, though. I feel like salt is a resource that Mojang could come up with uses for. Although at the same time, they added sulfur, and the sulfur really is not all too accurate when regards to real world stuff. So who's to say they won't fumble that as well? Did I never put something there? Maybe I saved that for the raw beef I never acquired. It was all the beef I had. Wait, hold on. If I'm saving that slot for the beef... That's right, steak. Let's move the steak there. Alrighty. Can I combine these yet? Yes, I can. Cool. As for armor, I think I'll hold on to it a little bit longer. A structure in the Nether that spawned mobs that you killed and they attacked you. Oh, you mean like the Nether fortress that spawns blazes at this blaze spawner? Alright, I need the grass. The magic grass. It's spreading. Hooray. Alright, well I came back up here only to realize that what I need is not supposed to be up here. Bastion has piglin spawners? That's news to me. Thought they only spawn naturally. Every animal that you killed in the overworld would spawn in the Nether. I feel like I could have some implications there. Well, like, you know what that means for mob farms, right? You know those farms that kill thousands of mobs an hour? Probably even thousands of mobs a minute. Let's not do that. Alrighty, I think I'll bring that together, make me feel just a little bit better. Yeah, it's gonna be time to separate the animals. Alrighty, so what we'll do, let's grab some wheat. I don't know how much, I'll just grab all of that real fast. I feel like the gradually isn't gonna help. I'm not sure what it is you're trying to solve with this. Unplug and plug it back in, I tell ye. I'm not trying to make ASMR in here. That's not the content I'm gonna make. Alright, so... Alrighty, animals, let's take a look-see. How to separate the cows from the sheep. For what other reason would you want to listen to nice sounds, unless you're just trying to sleep? Because I know some people like listening to, like, thunderstorms and whatnot for relaxation. Well, I don't know how it sounds. I should be probably afraid of whatever you're about to say next. Doesn't the S stand for, like, sensation or something? I really hope that I properly bred every adult cow, because I have a plan for this. And that plan involves the baby cows being short. Sensory. Alright, cool. I got close. Excuse me, sheep, you're kind of in the way. Excuse me, sheep, you're still in the way. Ahem. You're in the way. And now I can't even open the fence gate. Buddy, move. There you go, thank you. Okay, so what we're gonna do, we're gonna get the baby cows out of there. They're going topside. I'll leave the sheep down below. You get to live. Because you're gonna be part of the next generation. Although, let's avoid whatever implications that's gonna mean. So I need those last two fence gates, because I need to clean up the bottom side. Now that the grass is ready, we gotta work quickly before the adults grow up, except I think they take 3 Minecraft days, or 5. Alright, come on, cow, move over. I guess he'll be the first one in the pen up here. Because we'll just walk him across the bridge now. See, the Wikipedia page does not mention what people use such tingling sensation for. And stay in here, buddy. Alright, cool. So now, we have the first one. We're gonna open the floodgates and hope that all of the baby cows can get through, but not the adult sheep. I'm gonna hope that they're too tall. Is there only 4 of them? I wasn't entirely paying attention. Alright, cool. If I could find one more cow, then that'll help us start another one. We'll be able to have 3 babies in the next one, instead of just 2. Come on, up, up. Learn to pathfind. There we go. Alright, how are we doing on leather? Just 8. That's not all too much. Alright, let's take a quick look around. Are there any other cows nearby that managed to escape the pen? I thought I saw a sheep somewhere around here. Maybe not. Maybe it was just the cow. Look at all that netherwort that I'm not all too sure what to do with. I see the horse over there. I'd rather not go horse slaughtering since they could be useful. I guess that's that. I'm not seeing any other animals around here. Alright, let's prepare. How did this chest end up being mostly nether based? Huh. Alright, well anyways, we need anything can be, as we've discussed previously. Alright, let's head down below. Because now, do I want more sheep is the question. Oh, in fact, how's the wheat doing? One more. Once again, we have to wait around for one block. But I think I will check on the sheep real fast. I don't know what the mob cap is, but we're gonna hopefully not hit it so quickly. There we go. Lots of wool. Tell me please then, do you often listen to ASMR content to fall asleep? This is coming from someone who does not. Toss that, toss that, toss that. Not the potato. He's not here, right? One of these days I'll need to remember what exactly Scout says in the Meet the Pyro video, because I want to quote it correctly, but I don't think I do. Alright, so with our 8 leather, we're gonna see how much other leather we have, and make more books and bookshelves. Checks the time, 35 minutes to go. I feel that everyone has skeletons in the closet, but it depends on what it is. Not all skeletons are of the same manner. And I don't have leather up here. Why is that? That's because I have a mob drop chest. When I moved half the stuff down there, and then I forgot why, or I forgot where it is, because it's not accessible. Do you know the percentage of people who are capable of experiencing such feelings? 10! It's not divisible by 3, but 9 is. Howdy's. Well, welcome back to hopefully not going to end up being cut into 3 streams. So we need leather, we need paper, sugarcane's down below. 10 to 20%. Oop. That is indeed less than I was anticipating. And that was a waste. Alright, we'll take the wood because we need to craft bookshelves. Oh, did the wheat grow up? Ah, wait, hold on. There's another one. I believe in you. Positivity, take my carbon dioxide. Grow up faster, please. The content makes me laugh. Because there was a time, someone in class, this was way back in high school, that was showing, I don't know if it was just me, I don't think so, I think it's showing a few of us, some of the ASMR they listen to, and like, I don't know why, but it's so funny to me. I don't know why it invokes humor. I'm looking for the sugarcane that I walked right past. I probably shouldn't have spread everything out. You know, there's a video that went around. I was recommended for a while called something like Minecraft mod packs have a problem. Have a what is it? A lawn machine problem. Where basically all the machines you create don't have dedicated areas. You just kind of spread them out around, and it's like they take up space on your front yard, your front lawn, something like that. Oops, let's not press that button. If it makes you this frustrated, how often are you exposed to it? I feel like someone would have to regularly show it to you. Otherwise you'd be willingly coming across it. So we have sugarcane. I probably should have done the math for how much I needed. Oops. I think I have more than enough. Toss that, toss that. Boop. Hooray! 3 more bookshelves. I waited how many streams? However many streams since the last generation of cows I killed off, just for 3 more bookshelves. Oh, did the wheat grow up? Time to flood the system. If it gets recommended to you, don't click on it. I also really don't look at the YouTube homepage anymore. Most of the videos I end up watching or listening to tend to come from being recommended within the first 3 or 4 that are ever suggested as you already watch a video. Let's just reset that. Uh-oh. Oh, man, you messed up the system. Why is it this one block that keeps freezing? Well, dang, now I gotta go find my ground tillers. I need to make a roof, because that ice block keeps freezing. And it's definitely bothersome how much I have to retill that one farmland. Oops, that's not the button. Wait, is there no quick drop? There's no quick drop button. I have to throw it outside the inventory. What? I like Java where you could hover over the item and press Q. And then that does its magic. Alright, we're getting there. We're almost done with our first layer. If we talked about misophonia before, I'm not familiar with it. Or misophonia. Can't guarantee either way is how you pronounce it. I don't know when I'll get working on the potato farm. Hopefully soon. You know what I should do? The next night we should go Enderman hunting. How about I finally decide to prepare the next set of armor. Then we go out, hunt some Endermen for a night, see how many pearls we get. Because I'm ready to start preparing to find the stronghold. Because after the next stream, we're going to be coming upon the halfway point for the series. I don't plan to do much within the end, but I'd sure like to hope to defeat the dragon before the series is over. Unlike the 3DS, where I had to make 2 bonus episodes because I didn't defeat the Wither or the Ender Dragon during those 10 episodes. I don't know, well, I would like to defeat the Wither on here, but I don't know if I'll have enough time. Because it's going to require a lot of waiting around for Wither Skelebums to spawn. Now here I can also just toss this, boop. Let those go to where they belong. You know what? Nighttime's already here. We'll just go Enderman hunting now. Let's just toss all that too. Slide this over. Question is, do I go riding around on Oreo, or is that going to be too much of a risk? I think Oreo will get me places faster. We're going to head off to the desert, because fighting mobs in the desert, fighting naturally spawning mobs in the desert is very effective because it's relatively flat. Just going to go up and over a little bit. Howdy, Mr. Zombo, we're going to avoid you. I'm off on an adventure. I forgot there's a savannah out here. I still haven't collected any of the acacia wood. I heard that. Alright. Where are the Endermen at? I'm not seeing anyone. I just see a couple Skelebums over there. I see some squid. I see a couple zombies. The phantoms in the end would make them even less of a threat than they are now. But you can't sleep in the end. So would they still only ever spawn every 3 Minecraft nights? Come on, Enderman, where are you? I don't want to go Enderman hunting in the Nether. I might end up needing to do so. I haven't seen a single one spawn this night. At least we're loading up more of the map down there. And oh boy, do you see those cliffs right in front of me? This is kind of cool. These stone beach cliffs of 1.7's terrain are kind of neat, I will say. I still like the old Extreme Hills more. There's a cow. And some llamas. Hi, llamas. I feel like phantoms having the ability to spawn anywhere within the end would be very unfair for everyone trying to bridge across. It would make things very difficult trying to get to that first elytra. Because at least once you get one, then you could fly across the end. And then you could get away from the phantoms that much faster. Oops, that's not what I needed to do. What it would do, though, is it would make phantoms burning in the daylight be pointless, since there's no daylight in the end. There's a donkey. Finally! Hello, buddy! Is it just me, or is he less likely to teleport away now that I'm on the horse? Oh, no thank you. Yay, Ender Pearl. Take that, thank you. And he dropped the block he was holding. Hooray! Should probably compulsive train smooth. Alright, we're getting hunted. Let's not do that. I'm also gonna take that out of the hopper. I don't want to accidentally use it. Moon going up or down? Moon going down. Only took half the night. And I got one pearl. Oh boy. It's kind of funny how it always takes so long to get to those first few ender pearls, and then once you can build an enderman farm in the end, it goes by so much faster getting every pearl after, and unless you actively use the pearls, they're not all that beneficial to have. But enderman farms are great for XP, since endermen drop a good amount of it, compared to other hostile mobs. One more half heart of healing. No, okay, let's eat. That's a witch, no thank you. I can deal with being poisoned. I'd rather not Oreo get poisoned. Well, that's what I could do. Hey, that husk has a shovel. Okay, Oreo, don't wander too far. Oh wait. Alright, let's get all these goods. Let's also heal up real fast. There's a whole subsection for Minecraft on, I think it's speedrun.com. Or speedrun.org? I don't know, there's an official speedrunning website somewhere that has a Minecraft section, and the Minecraft section then has subsections to it. Okay, hold on, any more healing? Let's eat that real fast. Because I want to be nice and full when I take on the next Enderman. Okay, it was .com, I thought so. Okay, how am I doing on food? 12. This will last me the rest of the night. Spider swarm! Oh boy. Hey guys, how's it going? Apparently this is my first time I've looked at a cactus. Maybe I should bring some of this back home with me. I'll make a cactus farm. Don't know what I'll use the cactus farm for, but it's not easy to, or it's not difficult to create one. Pretty good. There we go. Heal up real fast. Oh, we were already full. Alright, any more Endermen? Right now, I'm not seeing any. Just a whole bunch of green beans. Oh, thank you. Let's not get stuck there. There's one. Hello. Buddy, can you not steal the desert? This isn't like the moon. Don't steal the moon. Come on, Oreo. I believe in you. Alright, we lasted long enough for the spiders to stop caring. Let's take one last look around. Drop anything? Nope. We'll take one last look around and then it'll be time to head back. I think we're good. Away we go. Was there a reason why they dropped a jar full of black paintballs down the stairs? What purpose did this serve? Is this the kind of content kids are into these days? Because all I think about is how much of a mess that's gonna make, or how much it did make. Alright, my question was in fact answered with a resounding yes. Come on, up the stairs. Oi, internal server latency. Leave me alone. Yeah, let's not leave Oreo up there. Neighbors downstairs. That was a duplex. Are we good? I think we're good. I don't know what I'll do with all this wool, but I learned my lesson from beta 1.8. It's absolutely necessary to collect as much wool as you can. And I still need to gather one more gravel that I was supposed to get. The History Channel's still around. They're still producing new content. I don't even remember what TLC stands for. Alright, mob drops is down below. We might be able to find the stronghold today. Alright, I need... We're at 6. We're halfway there, says Bon Jovi. Weren't we just talking about Minecraft and birds yesterday? I feel like I specifically remember that. I remember talking about parrots, the LA, Vex, phantoms. Toss that, toss that. Alright, let's grab a new sword. One new sword, one new axe, one new shovel. The cactus, I guess I'll put the cactus here next to the potato since I need a farm for that. All this armor we're going to replace with a brand new set. Oh look, you can finally see the skin, and see I chose it because it's almost like how my regular skin looks. Although I really want to go back to that race car one that I had on the 360, but I can't find it. And I'm mad that the skin I used on the 3DS isn't available on here. That one is a locked one, because I would have used that one as well. Because I took my time a few days ago going through all the different skins that are available, and I'm bummed that a couple of them I wanted to use are not available, and I don't know how to unlock them. Alright, we need sword. Shovel. Axe. There we go. Oh, that's so much better. You may get a joke how you said fictional flying mobs and then I named the parrots because parrots are real. TLC stands for the Learning Channel? That's so lame. That's as lame as the Travel Channel, the Food Network. At least the Discovery Channel is kind of interesting. At least it's not like named after someone. Was it Turner Broadcasting System? What does NBC stand for? And does ABC stand for anything, or are those just letters? What about KTLA? KTLA, I'm pretty sure, is an area code. You know, everything east of the Mississippi starts with a W, and everything left of or west of the Mississippi starts with a K. Array broadcasting standardization. Alright, boop. Alright, toss that. So next is armor, because there's a dedicated armor chest, and we'll pick up the set again later, because we're going to need it for... oh, whatchamacallit. We're going to need the armor again to combine with our current set. National Broadcasting Corporation. An American Broadcasting Corporation. That's so... the fact that how similar they are when you look at the concept directly. Interesting. Just toss that there for now. Thank you for serving me so far, Iron Armor. I'll be back again later. Unless I happen to find enough diamonds to stock up and create a whole new set of diamond armor. But too late, because our current one's probably gonna last the rest of our series. ALTK would be kind of counterintuitive since here on the West Coast we have the Pacific Ocean. I needed... You know what I don't have? I don't have blaze rods. How about we go get some of those real fast? Checks the time, not much longer we have. Yeah, I don't plan on using ender pearls for anything other than eyes, so we'll just turn all of these now. You know, I know people seem to like their ender pearl cannons. Alrighty, so is there anything I need else? I need food. We are at 8. A miserable 8 bread. We were close. Atlantic compared to Atlantic. Where's the nearest crafting table? I'm at level 39. I'm on the right track to surviving this entire series. There we go, that's better. You know what, we'll put the wheat back down later. It's bedtime. Scotch some Z's, reset the weather timer. Once the moon actually rises, because the moon has not yet risen. We'll find the stronghold now, and then eventually, I don't know when, but eventually we'll start working on getting to the end and everything that requires there for that whole dragon fight. Alrighty, I need put away the wheat, and then we're gonna hop on Oreo and go where the wind takes us. And by wind I mean Eye of Ender. Alrighty, so, oopsies. No. Dude, please do not rush back there. Alright. We go this way. And I got it back. Every time I get the eye back, I celebrate just a little bit longer. I don't buy stuff with cards. Yes, I have a PayPal card, but that's all for digital things. I also don't buy packs of ramen. I don't feel like the eye breaking is gonna make much of a difference if they remove it. Because the only thing it comes down to is you just have to spend a little bit more time collecting the eyes. And most people plan to collect more anyway. Plus there's always a chance of just losing it by not finding where it ends up. Especially at the very end when it goes into the ground. Because it might get stuck in a cave or something. Alright, we keep moving forward. But yeah, for most survival worlds, it's not going to make much of a difference how long, since, if anything, you just have to spend some more time with collecting blaze rods and gathering more ender pearls. That tree has been taken over by sugarcane. I feel like it's much easier to call a long queue just a queue. Of course, if you're an American, you probably say a line. Queues tends to be found more in Britain. Oh, it's back this way, so we've passed it. Alright, by how much? The locate command is amazing for people who want to quickly find stuff. So that's like right there. Well, I see some pumpkins. Is it like right around here? No, it's back even farther. Oop. Is it like in the lake? Or river? What is this? Looks like a river. Except it kind of just... No, I guess it doesn't stop. I guess this is technically part of the river right here. The terrain just isn't low enough. I don't know how often... In fact, I don't think there's any other word. Although I'm not all too familiar. How many words say... How many words in the English language have UEU? Okay, so I'm not going to use any more eyes. I feel like it's right around here. Because this is right about where it keeps ending up. Because I last checked, on top of this hill, right? So I'm just going to kind of guesstimate, say it's right around here. But we don't have enough time for today, so this is going to be a problem for tomorrow. Oreo, where are you going? No, Oreo. Let's not do that. Alright, hold on. Let's dig this hole. Because Oreo needs a nice place to stay. Although I don't know if this is considered nice. Boop. Alright, so we're going to set up shack right here. Are you okay? I don't think so. Alrighty, so toss all that, toss all that. So yeah, this is it for today. We'll go digging around tomorrow. Hopefully we can find the stronghold and hope that I predicted right and it is in fact right around here. Otherwise, as long as we're close enough, then we should run into some part of it. But yeah, that's indeed all it for today. Thank you all for watching. Bye.